Hey, what's up, everyone? Mr. Hancock here. I'm out of town today, obviously, different background, everything like that. But I wanted to make a quick video to help you all out with the documentation for your rough drafts on the song analysis essay. This is going to be kind of quick. I'm going to make some more videos on this later, but talking about what documentation is. Documentation is something you do in your essays to give pretty much to show where you're getting your information, your content from. It gives credit where it's due, but it kind of creates a paper trail for your reader and lets the reader know where you got your information and where they can go to get it, okay? There are two types of documentation in your paper. One is called the works cited page. It's more like the phone book. It's a list of all the sources you used in detail and showing them exactly where to go to get to that source. And the other type is in-text citations, also known as parentheticals. Those are more smaller, abbreviated types of records inside throughout the paper when you use that source's information at that point in time. So I want to show you how to do that stuff, but really quick, showing you here, looking at the screen, we are in the course content tab. Going down, I want you to access this information. You have to go to documentation for essays. More in this here, there's a lot more, there's a lot more stuff in this folder that we're going to talk about later, more specifically about the Purdue OWL. Right now, I just want to show you a few handouts. One is general MLA documentation tips. It really focuses on where they go, the two types I talked about, what to do when you come across certain situations, punctuation, and you can look into that in a little while. What I mainly wanted to show you with this handout here is this MLA song documentation. That's because this type of source is, when you're documenting a song, it's a little bit different than others. Once my word pulls up in a second, we'll see it. But once you see it, it's pretty self-explanatory, very simple. The in-text citations are content that you'll use in parentheses. So you'll open parentheses, put your information in, close a parentheses. And what you'll also notice if you go back to the general MLA documentation handout later, there are two places you'll put an in-text citation. If you quote directly from the song, which you're probably going to do, you will put that citation, that parenthetical citation, right up against the end of the quote. If you're not quoting and you're just paraphrasing in your own way, you'll stick it at the very end of the paragraph, okay? So anyway, let's take a look at this handout. All right, so really quick, first I want to show you that in-text parenthetical citations for songs, okay? So look at this, quoting lyrics directly. So this is what it looks like. You know, was dancing to the jailhouse rock, but here is the citation right here, all right? It's pretty much you open your parentheses, you put the artist name. If it's a band, put the band name. If it's, say, Elvis Presley, just use the last name. Michael Jackson, just put Jackson, whatever. Comma, then you want to open the quote, put the song title. Now, if it's a long song title, shorten it, okay? Like this is Jailhouse Rock, so for example's sake, I just put Jailhouse. But if you have just like one song or a one-word song or like the something like The Climb, just put that whole thing inside the parenthetical itself, okay? Use the quotation marks inside. That lets the reader know that this is a title. Once you're done, you put the parentheses and the period on the outside, and you're done, okay? So it doesn't matter what song you're using. You'll open your parentheses, put the artist name, last name, or the band name, comma, then the shortened song title in quotations right next to it. Once you have that, you'll close the parentheses and you're done with that. You'll have one of those, you'll have one per paragraph, because when you think in terms of the C method, you have your statement, your example, which is your quote, it's your evidence from your text, so you must have a citation that goes along with it, and then your explanation. So you should have one of these in every paragraph. Since you're just doing one song, you're going to have the same one in every paragraph. So just get your one done, and then copy and paste it every time when you need it. If it gets loud in here, just bear with it. My son's probably going to come in. He doesn't know I'm on here. Here's the other things. Like if you mention it already in the text, like Presley sings that they were dancing Jailhouse Rock, you've already said Presley, so you don't need to put Presley again in the citation, okay? The other thing is when it comes to summarizing or paraphrasing your lyrics, this is often preferable, especially when it's longer works like short stories and novels and stuff, that if you're already kind of saying it in your own words, which is really, really good, You don't have to stick this everywhere throughout the paragraph. Just stick it once at the very end of the paragraph, and that takes care of that problem, okay? So pretty much that's it for the in-text citations. Now, works cited page. I'm going to give you more content on this. I don't expect your rough drafts to be perfect, but I still want you to put these in your rough draft. Even if you think you're doing it wrong, do it anyway. I can't help you if you don't do it, all right? A lot of students will say, I wasn't sure, Mr. Hancock, so I didn't do it. I thought I'd just ask you about it before I did it. No, do it anyway, because if we don't have anything to look at, there's nothing we can do to fix it. But even if you show me something that's messed up, we at least have something to look at and find the problems. So even if you think you're doing it wrong, do it anyway, okay? So yes, your rough drafts must have in-text citations, and they must have a works cited page, okay? So after you just think about what you just did on your last paper, on this narrative. When you finished your paper, the only difference is now with your song analysis is that after you finish your paper, you want to go to a brand new page at the very end of the document. Go to a new page. Push enter till you get to the new page. Center it, and then right at the center, write works cited. All right? Then after that, you push enter, bring your margins back over to the left, and then you type your in-text or your works cited page entry, okay? And this is the format you need. This handout gives you everything you need. All you have to do is take the formatting here, almost like a template, and put your information in its place. So what you'll notice at the very beginning here will be your artist name. If it's a singer, like I said, like Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley, last name first, then the first initial. Period. Notice the punctuation here. Punctuation matters. Period. Then the song title with quotations. Period. This where it says Metro Lyrics, this is the website it came from. The website must be italicized. I'm not looking for a .com right here. I'm looking for the name of the website, Metro Lyrics. That's it. Right here, this 2013, obviously this is not when this song was written or performed. That is the date it was put on Metro Lyrics. I don't think they do much of that anymore, so you probably just omit that now. And then you'll write retrieved from, and then you'll just copy and paste your URL right there. That's it. So that's all you need. You need the artist name, the name of the song, pretty much the website's name, then retrieved from, and then give your URL, okay? And that tells your reader everything. It tells what the song is, who the artist is, where you found it, and the link they can click to go to it. All right? You'll notice though that this is kicked over here. First line and then the second line is kicked over. That's called a hanging indent. When I come back over here to the documentation for essays folder in Blackboard, there's a video at the bottom that says hanging indent format with Word Online. Watch that video because not only does it show you how to do a hanging indent with Word Online, it also kind of gives you an idea, shows you what the works cited page should look like, okay? But like I said, I'll also give you comments on that. But you got to have it done. You got to do it for the rough draft, okay? I'm going through grading everything. I'm looking at how everybody's using the template with the C method, and it looks really good. Everybody's following directions really good, and that's helpful. Just keep in mind when you're doing this stuff, you've got to have your thesis first. You cannot do anything else without having the correct thesis. After you do that, you must set your body up with the C method. Then, after we put all that down, then we can worry about doing like introduction, a pretty conclusion, and works cited page and in-text citations, okay? So we'll work on that, but we got to get the more important stuff done first, all right? All right, y'all, there's that. That was a pretty quick little video there. If you have any questions or anything, like I said, holler at me. If you call me, leave a message. And if you want to text me, you can text me too, or email me. Either way sounds good. I'll help y'all out and let me know. Talk to you later. See ya.